Hey. Hello everyone. I had a thought which I wanted to share. This is a quick video, uh, low production value or pretty much zero production value. So I'm not overthinking this, just sharing something that's on my mind. So we all have seen these videos and detailed technical comparisons of depth of field and shallow depth of field and bokeh, and how 1.8 on a full frame is better than a 1.4 in a APS-C, or a medium format is now better than a full frame. If you don't have a full frame, then it's not a real camera. And who uses micro four thirds, all these discussions, right? People go into lengths, changing focus distances and shooting distances, shooting at different apertures, brick walls, and trying to get that shallow depth of field, all that kind of stuff. So here's the thing: have you recently seen the images which are produced by Midjourney version 5? Mostly portraiture, fashion work. There's one person on Twitter called Nick Floats. That's his handle, NICKFLOATS. Beautiful images, right? He's experimenting and just exploring what are the possibilities of Midjourney and AI generated images. The first thing that came to my mind is, wow, these images are technically wonderful. Have you noticed the roll off in those pictures? The background separation, the background blur, just the way the light and shadows interact with each other. They are stunning. I would say it is as good as any full frame or even medium format sensor that I've seen, right? So if that is the case, how is it that now and over the next few years we are going to train our minds consciously or unconsciously about images, right? Because we're going to see a flood of artificially generated images which are going to have this wonderful roll off, wonderful background blur, great sharpness, great fidelity in images, and we're going to see thousands of it, and in our minds that's going to be a technically good picture. So where does that leave technical superiority in camera hardware? I think fighting about technical superiority in camera hardware, the days are done, right? Because if you're saying that your full frame camera creates better background separation, and therefore that is your USP. You spend a lot of money, and you get the best 1.4, 1.2 glass, and then you kind of make this image, but then you get a similar look image in a artificially uh, generated thing. Then what is the advantage, right? What's the technical advantage? Same thing goes for APS-C over micro four thirds, right? I'm not just bashing full frame here. I'm saying every class of camera, APS-C over micro four thirds, full frame over APS-C, medium format over full frame. The days are done where we try to show our work, or where we try to put the foundations of our work as through the eyes of technical superiority. Because AI images have reached or will soon reach a point where they will be vastly technically superior to our cameras, right? So then if you are spending a lot of money buying stuff and saying that this is what makes my pictures different, well, guess what? Your pictures won't be any different. Therefore now is the time to actually separate our pictures from the foundations of technical superiority, because this is a race that we cannot win. So let's not enter a race where we know that we'll always lose. This is where our vision and what makes us human, the soul in us comes out, which is not there in an artificial picture, right? In fact, after seeing a lot of Midjourney images, my eyes wanted to see detail in the background, because most of the images there, the subject is in focus, but then you don't know much of the background. So I really wanted to see more detail in the background, right? So maybe like deep focus is a good thing, right? That's going to be unique now, instead of a shallow depth of field. Anyways, the point is again, let's not, or let's jump off the train of technical perfection or shallow depth of field or a certain sensor look, because the time for all that is over. And let's focus on what actually makes us human when it comes to our work, the story behind it, the vision behind it, the actual reality and the real life based on which we shoot. So let's kind of focus on all that. Okay, one more thing. Why did I grade this with a VHS look? One, it looks nice, it's good. As I said, my eyes have been seeing so much of technical perfection, and all that. I yearn for something more organic, which is not perfect. And then also, I don't need to grade this if I put this filter. Okay, thank you so much. I may have some thoughts on this moving forward. If I come across something or if I think of something, I'll try and make a video about it. Thank you.